major topic for today, which is Power Automate. Yeah, and I guess we are really good to go. Yeah, in case you have any question, you can just have it on the chat, and I will look into it. Yeah. Okay, maybe first I let me introduce someone. Malcolm, maybe you can greet them and introduce yourself.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I guess you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. I'm Marko Pavlovski. I'm coming from Skopje. It's from Macedonia. And I was mentored during this peer mentoring with Humphrey. I am Gold Student Ambassador, and I think that I am 3 years and more in this program. I'm working as a system engineer, so mostly with Microsoft servers. And yeah, today we're going to hear something more from Power Platforms and Power Automate. I think you can take the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Marco. Yeah, I guess now we'll just let me start sharing my screen. Yeah, tell me once you are able to see my screen.
Still no, but wait, I guess it needs some time.
Okay.
Now, yes. For me, yes.
Once it's up, okay. So let me share my slides. Yeah. Okay. How many of you have heard about Power Platform? Who have worked around Power Platform? You can show us by the raise of hands, or you can just write in the chat if you've interacted with the Power Platform in one or another, maybe in your career life, in your journey. Yeah, Power Platform is a suite in Microsoft which was introduced. It is a local no-code platform whereby people use the no-code or minimal code to come up with solutions. It was introduced just to simplify and maybe empower everyone in an organization to be able to come up with solutions to solve certain challenges or problems. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to be a developer or a software engineer to come up with a solution. So the type of platform was developed, and yeah, so that it can enable anyone, and particularly everybody, anyone can be able to use the Power Platform to come up with solutions. Yeah, that can be able to solve certain challenges around him or around the community or around the organization where she works. Yeah. Yeah, so Power Platform, let's see what it has for us. Yeah, it is a Microsoft platform around in the Office 365, and it also comes as a package on its own on the Dynamics 365. Yeah, you can see for Microsoft Power Platform, it has 5 major components, which are the okay. You can see it has 5 components, which are the Power Microsoft Powers, Power BI, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, and the Power Pages. Yeah, we are going to look over this just we rush over them since we major focus will be on Power Automate. But first, let's get a glance on what is Power Platform or what can we do with Power Platform. So Power Platform, see, it was first and for innovation across innovation across your organization by giving everyone the ability.
You are muted. I don't know if you muted by yourself by mistake.
Oh no, I don't know where was I lost. I don't know if they muted by itself.
I think the last 2 sentences, something like that.
Okay. So saying the Microsoft Power Platform fosters innovation across your organization by giving everyone the ability to analyze data, build solutions, automate processes, and create chatbot. By analyzing data, that's where you leverage the Power BI for analyzing and creating visualization of your data and creating reports and dashboards for your report and sharing your reports. Building solution, you leverage the Power Apps, whereby you create apps and website for using your organization or you can use the Power Apps to create a site where you can view your report and maybe data from the Power BI. Automating processes, you can leverage the Power Automate, and creating chatbots. Yeah, you can leverage now the Power Virtual Agent where you create chatbots using no code at all, leveraging no code. Yeah, let's move to the next slide. Okay, for Power Apps, now you can create a web app or just a mobile application, right? Without writing any code or just minimal code, because at times there are some things you may want to configure, and that's why now you require code. So yeah, you will leverage little code or no code at all. Power Automate is the tool for automating your tasks, repetitive tasks that you may encounter in your organization or on the premises or in your company or in whatever daily endeavors you may be doing. You may try and incorporate or automate your processes to speed up your business flow. Power BI is a business intelligence tool where it is used for analyzing data and visualization of your data. Yeah, if you want to see different visualization of your data, okay, you may want to have different visuals, okay, according to the data you have. You model your visualization according to the data you have, so you leverage the Power BI. For the chatbot, you leverage the Power Virtual Agent, whereby you create just interactive chatbots using leveraging no code at all. Yeah, and the chatbot will be able to guide them maybe for it to be to guide your customers through certain processes in working around your maybe your website or maybe in your business to get feedback from your customers or to help them maneuver around a certain service. Now for Power Pages was introduced just some, I guess, 2 months ago in the Microsoft Build. So I guess for Power Pages it was formerly known as Power Apps Portal, which is in the Power Apps for creating apps at the website. So for Power Pages, you can create standalone website to deliver vital information and services to your customers. Yeah. For Power Automate, yeah, this is the tool. Now you automate your processes, different processes that you may be working on in your premises, in your organization. Yeah. So for Automate, yeah, it use the RPA or APA automation. So our major focus now will be on Power Automate today. Maybe later we can have other session on the other tools also. So for Power Automate has different okay, as we have seen here, you automate your processes by creating flows to carry out various tasks or various actions according to what you want to be done. So for those flows, the Power Automate has three major different types of flow. There is the cloud flow, there is the schedule flow, and there is the business flow. So, but now for the cloud flow, which is displayed on the screen, you can see the cloud flow has three types of flows also. It has the automated flow, the schedule flow, and the manual flow. For the automated flow, okay, for the cloud flow, this occurs automatically when something happens. And let's see the others, which are the desktop flow, and there is the you have seen it, there is cloud flow, desktop flow, and the business process flow. Those are the major types of flows in the Power Automate. But now for the cloud flow, these flows occurs by leveraging cloud-based services, whereby it uses digital processes automated. That is the DPA cloud flows to carry out the task that you specify. But now for these others, for the desktop flow, that this occurs just in your desktop. You specify certain flow to occur just in your desktop. It doesn't need to relevant something in the cloud. Same as for the business flow, you just automate some process that you'll be doing as you conduct your business. Yeah, maybe to gain customers through your business services, something like that. So for the cloud flow, it has three major types of flow. That is the automated, scheduled flow, and manual flow. For the automated flow, automating this occurs automatically. Let's say whereby you set a trigger. When something happens, then it triggers that flow to occur. Let's say, for instance, you want maybe to send an email to someone, but you don't want to do it manually. So, and you're waiting for, you set something, a trigger, like let's say when someone submits, let's say you have created a form to gather some information. So you have created a flow that when that form is submitted to you, it triggers a flow then to send an email to them or maybe to you. Yeah. So depending on who you want to send the details to. Yeah. Then for the schedule flow, that is the current flow. You schedule it with them. Maybe let's say it's on a Monday or a Friday. Monday you want to share some documents with your colleagues or employees. You may schedule it flow at maybe Monday at 8 a.m. in the morning. Or if it's on a Friday, you need to share your weekly report with your manager. So maybe you can schedule it maybe Friday at 4 p.m. the flow to run and send the document to your manager. Yep, and for the manual flow, that you trigger the trigger is manually. You need to press a button for the flow to flow. So if you have set your flow maybe to send email, maybe you let's say you are waiting for a confirmation either from your manager or from your supervisor so that you can carry out that task. But you have set a flow to do so. So you will be waiting for the confirmation, and when you get a hand start, then you can just click a button and the flow will run and the process will be done. So one good thing about these flows is that you can run them anywhere. You don't have to be online, so that for them to run, as long as you just set them up, you don't have to be online to run them. But for the manual flow, one thing about them, you can just run it using your phone or any other flow here. But for the manual flow, you can run it wherever you are. If you have your phone, that is the application for the Power Automate in the Google Play Store or any store you are using. So you can just download the app in your phone. Then when you set up in the account that you're using to run the flow, when you create the flow, it will generate a button in the app. So your task will be just to sign in the app. You go to the button, it will be named according to the flow that you have created. So you just see it and just click, and the flow will be done. For the desktop flow, okay, this occurs in your desktop mainly, whereby it uses the RPA, the robotic process automation process. So let's say, for instance, there is a maybe it is a login, or maybe it's a form that you fill daily, like a repetitive filling of a form in your website. Maybe you may record that process as you do it, and then automate the flow, so that the next time that when you want to do it, you don't have to do it. You just have to click the flow, and it will run, and the process will be done. For the business flow, it allows you to automate both step guided processes to help your customers leverage your services and help them through to achieve and maybe get more information and more services from you. Yeah, whatever the business you are offering, the business flow will help and guide the customers in the steps to get your services, and maybe help them and get them on how to use your services, and maybe whatever they acquire from you, and maybe they can give more feedback on the same. For this flow, so how can you enhance your flows so that you can achieve more than you have seen what the flows can do? What can you leverage? There are some tools that you can leverage to enhance your flows. The first thing that you can do is you can leverage one thing about the power. You can leverage the power of AI. So you can, through the AI builder, you can leverage the AI intelligence. So you can include the AI. You can bring the AI power to help through. Let's say for AI models, you can use the AI to get maybe form, to process forms, to get you can extract tests from uploaded media in your, maybe it is attachment from emails. You can use the form processor to get the details from the attachment. You can use object detection. Okay, this one by the model is trained to get the identifies object in the uploaded image or attachment, and it will identify how many images are there and produce and give you the total number of the object available in that maybe image. Okay, like for instance, I can give an example. We under this project we are doing the Game of Learners season 3, whereby we are creating a system that you were for the kids to manage a plant tree competition. So the competitor, all he or she had to do was just to take a picture of the trees he or she has planted. Then the image is passed through the object detector, and the object detector is able to count the number of trees in the image, and it is able to return the total number of trees, and maybe now it will update in the database. Yeah, so that's one example of it. Now you can use it also for prediction. Prediction is where by you can leverage the power of AI to detect maybe anomalies, or you can use it to predict whether something will happen or not in your business according to some either past event or the prediction, or how you see the business, or how the current state of the business. You can use it to predict if certain event will occur, or certain process will occur or not. Other thing you can use it is you can use it to classify text. Yeah, according to you can extract the text from the document and classify it maybe according to how you want it to be. The other thing you can use to enhance your flows is using document automation. For document automation is you just populate an AI solution built from AI build and Power Platform. For document automation, this is whereby you feed your data in the flow. The flow will run, it will create your document, and now maybe it will send an email to you, the document it has generated, and maybe you can you can approve it, or if it's okay, then you can go ahead and publish it without you yourself writing the document. Another thing is process advisor. Process advisor helps in taking guesswork out of automation by letting you record your business processes to help identify bottlenecks and ways you can. Now for this, it takes record of how you have been carrying out your business, or what have you been doing, or how your business has been going. So now that's where the other thing of prediction comes in. So it will be able to give you an advice according to how your business has been running, and tell you and give some advice or whether the next step to take, or what do you need to do more for your business to prosper. So yeah, something just like that. The other thing is now you can just, I guess we are done. So we can look at the different use cases you can apply in the Power Automate. Yeah, you can see there. I mean, okay, just these are one of the few automation use cases you can have using the Power Automate. But actually, there are numerous of the use cases you can do. These are just a few samples of them. So you can see as the screen here, you can use it for employee access assessment and recruitment process. From there, by now in the organization, you can use to automate the employees check-in and check-out automation. You can use this maybe to celebrate the birthday and anniversary of your employees, event registration management, sending communication to every employer via emails, field and premises inspection, sending weekly reports, automating approvals. Now for employee assessment and recruitment process, you can have it as like maybe you're setting out a vacancy at a job. So you need to you have created that form for people to fill who are interested in the position that you are offering. So they will fill a form. When they submit the form, you have automated it. It will fill the form, and if they qualify, if they have the qualification that you will have specified, maybe it will ask them to upload their CV. Now when they upload their CV, you'll be able to review the CV, and if passes the
I think
review
you're muted.
process,
Oh,
then
okay.
you'll also have access. Okay, am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello? Okay. So I was saying, okay, I was done. I guess we are done with the process, with the employee assessment and recruitment process. Now let's see what can you do with the employees check-in and check-out pro automation. Now maybe there is this, you find that before the employees get into our organization premises, they have to check in and maybe check out. And maybe some will find that they are doing manually paperwork. So and maybe and now there is this solution you can have here just to minimize all the paperwork and the manual work. So you can automate the check-in process and taking the information. Maybe if you can meet, yes, it was also in this period of corona, you take the temperatures, automate everything, and maybe if there is an alert, you can send them over email, or just offer an advice on the next step to take. For the birthday and the anniversary celebration, you have to, maybe you will set this will have a scheduled automation flow, whereby since you'll have taken the details of your employees, maybe the birthday, the day they joined, now maybe the time when it comes maybe if it is after 1 year of their employment, now maybe the flow will learn to celebrate, to wish them a happy anniversary of working with the organization. Event registration management, you may use this to manage your event. let's say you are organizing an event, you may use to use it so to calculate the resources that you may need, maybe if it is for the guests who need to be registered, what data needs to be taken in. You just need to have the automated flow to do that. You don't need any paperwork. Sending communication to employees. Maybe in organization you find that there are many workers around the premises, so you don't have to send an email one by one. You just have to get there. If you have let's say an Excel or a SharePoint where their emails are stored in the data, and maybe you can be able to send the emails to all of them without having to send one by one. The other thing is field and premises inspection. You find that maybe by the end of a financial year at every premises, they conduct inspection and in the premises and in the other resources that they may be holding. So instead of using just the normal paperwork, they used to record the process and take notes of the data of the maybe object or object. You can have it automated and just that they will just key in the state of the object or the premises, how it is, if it is in good state, or if it needs maintenance. If something is, if there is something that needs a concern, maybe he or she can take a picture and maybe upload it, and it will be stored in your SharePoint, so it can leverage you can be able to access it for more information. Sending clear reports. Yes, I said that you can reference you can just combine the Power BI and the Power Automate. Once you've been able to analyze your data in the Power BI, okay, there is the option for Power Automate in the Power BI, so you can just automate the flow so that the visualization and the dashboard that you create, you can just share them with your manager or supervisor directly without having to send them manually. You can just create a flow to do so. Automating approvals, maybe there are purchases that you need to be done in the premises. You need to approve everything, but you don't need to do that manually. You can just set a flow and maybe specify some conditions. If the process that is being requested passes the condition that you have set, then it gives them a heads up to continue with the process they are going to do. So I don't think we can do this more. I guess then we can just head over to a demo, or just a short demo of what you can do with this. They can do with the Power Automate. So I'm gonna head over to my okay, well, that's it. You can do the work anniversary process, how you can automate the process. Oh, and maybe before that, okay, you may look at there was what are the business values of Power Automate in an organization? Find that the Power Automate drives business value. It is a governance. Maybe you can use the Power. Maybe if you have created a lot of flows and maybe other Power App solutions, you can create a flow maybe to manage the other solutions. Just one flow to manage them. And I mean by this, maybe then you can use it also to assign an IT personnel to govern them and maybe approve, see if it is okay, or you can assign each flow a personnel to govern it and manage it to ensure that everything runs as planned. So the other thing, it saves on time. It eliminates third-party processes that may take valuable time verifying maybe data, creating document. As you have seen, you can create document automatically with just creating a flow. Or enterprises business process you can have them in a single platform. It streamlines your process and improves productivity in the business. It also facilitates remote work and collaboration because you can share your flows with your workmates and maybe colleagues if you want something to be done. So let me for us I want to just we do a okay. First we can do a check-in, check out automation. Then maybe if time allows us, then we can do now for the birthday and you can do the work anniversary process. So I'll just head over to my OneDrive. Now for this, for us we leverage we'll use our SharePoint where we'll be storing our data in SharePoint. So as you can be able to get the data and maybe for the flow and feed it in our as the employees check in, can just yeah. Sorry, I was lost in a minute, so let's all head over to our SharePoint and maybe create the process, the data that we want taken in from our employee. Yeah. SharePoint. Okay, so maybe if you have a question, you can just write it in the chat, or you just can come off mute and ask. Yeah, feel free. Any questions so far? Okay, I guess then there is no question. You can just proceed. You can just proceed creating our first. Let's see. Let's call it our first flow. Yeah. So just head over. Okay, maybe I've created created a site that I was working on. Maybe I don't need to create another site in my SharePoint to work on. Let's just open a site. And for us now, I want to create a list that will take in the details from the employer. For employee, not employer. Just create a list. Give some time to load. It's loading slowly. It will be up in a minute. Okay, so let's give it a time to load, then we can proceed. Yeah. So just if you have a question, just ask. Don't be quiet. Just if you have a concern, ask. site is up now. You can see here, you can just, there are many options. You can, there are the templates that are available already for us to create. And you can see you can create from Excel or from the existing list here, the templates. Now you can just create for us now we'll start from blank. Let's click the create a blank list. Okay, we give it a name. Let's call it check-in checkout process. Check-in. Let's just call it check-in. You can just create. Now our site is created. Let's see. Yeah. Now since our site is created, now we can hand over and start adding columns for the data that you want. You can see there are already some of the columns that comes with the list that you have created. And you can see how there you can add new, you can edit the grid view, you can share your site, your list, you can export the data, automate it, and maybe you can run some of the integrations. For us now, okay, what the data do we need to take from the employee? Maybe we may want to take the date, the time he or she maybe is doing the activity that you either check in or check out. Then here we can just come, can under a single line. Let's see if it is. Yeah, we can say submission time. Can use submission time. Sorry for that. Yeah, we are back in your site. Let's just find the can end the submission time. Can end the submission time. So let's save that. Maybe you can come here and change and maybe take daytime for the submission, then say include time because you want to take the time the process is taking place. Then you can save. Once it is saved, now maybe you want to take the employee's name and email, so that maybe for further communication. You can come here under another, and you can use this, create the employee name. You can save it. Once it is saved, then you can add another one, which is the employee's email. Save it. Now we can under maybe, okay, let's say you want to take the temperature measures. Let's now temperature. For temperature, we'll use the number because it will be temperature numbers. Here, temperature. Type number, yes. Number of decimal places, let's use 1. And we'll save. The other thing, when you want to add, you want to take the location. The location. The location. Use location, you save it. The other thing now you want is the activity that is taking place. Is the employee checking in or is he or she checking out? So coming under another option, take choice, name, say activity, choice 1, let it be in checkout. Yeah, because we are done with those, you can now get rid of this and now save. For this we may not need this, so let's see if we can just say okay, we cannot can show hide. We can just remove it. You can see the other columns that came with our site, so maybe you can enable them and disable them and the other ones. So let's apply that. Our site is now complete. So now we'll hand over to creating our flow so that you can see how it does. So let's create my flows here. For the flows now, you can see in our set for flow, you can see there. Let's head over to create flow. As we saw there, automated cloud flow, instant cloud flow, scheduled cloud flow, and desktop flow. These three are for the ones in the cloud flow. The first three: automated, instant, and scheduled desktop flow, business flow, and process advice flow. So for us, we'll come create. For us, we wanted to be instant flow because we wanted to run when the employee submit the activity that he is running. So we just click and just name it there, so we can give it a name, check-in. Yes, the trigger is a manual flow. If you can see that there are numerous triggers here. Depending on the flow you are creating, you can use any of them. You can see there's also a Power BI click. You can run the flow. So for us to create the flow, you can see now the flow is already created. Plus now is for us to enter the steps for the action that you want the flow to take. For the first step that we want the flow to take, we want it to create the items in our SharePoint. So how will you connect our flow with our SharePoint? So I'll come here and I will put a step here to create item in our SharePoint, and it will create it. So that's how you will specify to create the item in the site that we created. So let it allow it to sign in. Yeah, now it's done. It's connected with our SharePoint. Now the site. My site, you can see this. My site is where I've created the SharePoint. So that is my site address. As you can see, there are others here that you can use, and maybe also you can enter a custom value according to specify where your site is. So I just click to my site, my check-in, my list name, the list name in my site. Mine is, remember we named it check-in. Just hand over create. Just come here to advanced. Now this way, now you'll add the details for the to take from the employee. You can see the rules, that the columns that we added in our site: the submission time, the employee name, the employee email, temperature, location, and activity value. So for the submission time, we'll come here and take it from the dynamic. You can see there's the dynamic content here. You can just use the custom values to can put it. But for us now, you use the dynamic content here. We want in the submission time. You see the submission time. The submission time, yeah, date and the time. This one, let's use that. Employee name, it is here, username, employee email, user email. Now for the temperature, we will not take the temperature because you'll have to take in the input, so that to take in the input to be displayed by the values here. So we'll head over to our solution, to our flow here, and add an input. What are the input we want to take? For the first, we want to take for the temperature. You remember we give it numbers, so let me come here and give it a name, temperature, temp. Prince, you can make it, let's not make it make the field optional. Yeah, it is optional. Yeah. So you can see, you can enter your temperature here. Let's add another option. Maybe you want to add the activity that is taking place for so that you can give a choice to the employee to take in the option he or she is taking. So I will add a text. The input, let me say select activity. Then here I will just specify, please select the input, select your option, select option. Then I will come here and make it a drop down. First option, it will be in the other one will be our checkout. Yeah, once we are done with those, now we can close this, and now let's head over here. Now how do we want to take off? I forgot to take our location. Our location will just pick my country and region. That will do. Now for our temperature, I need to calculate the temperature and the number, so that it can be able to be displayed in our flow, so that it can be displayed in numbers. So I'll just how will I do that? I need to use an expression to take in the number. Okay, just the time required. I forgot to disable the title, but we'll do that in time. So let's continue. Now I'll come here and I'll add an option here, a step here. What step will I add? I'll add a step, a condition to because since you saw our temperature values are taken, they are not compulsory today. So I'll add a condition. Our condition will be now the expression is coming. So I'll come in and specify my expression. Maybe if the temperature portion is empty, what does it do, and what if there is the value of the temperature? So I'll just here and come and yes, empty. I'll come and look for my option here. I'll come now to my dynamic content and take the temperature value here. When I click OK, then it will be added. Then I said this is just as a if condition. It's just the same as if condition. So you said if the temperature is empty, or if the temperature is set to this, what does it happen? So I'll set if it is to true. If it is true, now it will go to the next. The next step may be if you now want to send the email. Yeah. So I'll come here. Let's now and the action to send. Okay, I won't send the email here. First of all, we also need to get the values for the activity. Yeah. For the activity now, I'll come here and select the activity value. You can see it will prompt me to take in, but now I want ours to be custom. So the custom, I'll just come here and take in what we specified here as our text. What did we give the name to? Select activity. That is the name of our option for the values. For the temperature, it is temp. Yeah, now we can proceed. Or for the title, we'll come to disable it later. Now we'll come here. Okay, we'll proceed until let's head over back to our site and maybe disable the temperature, disable the. We can come here to settings in our site and disable the title so it doesn't bring these settings. Don't bring much complications. You can come here. There is a setting for the. Okay, yeah, it was. Yeah, you can see it is set to. Hello. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I thought I was lost. I was just confirming. So okay, I come here to my settings in the title. I'll just make it not to be required so that you can be able to work with our system. So I'll just head over, click OK. save our settings configuration. Yes, it's alright to save. I don't know why it's taking time to save. Yeah, settings. Should disable. I don't know why it's not taking the option to disable it. We can refresh the site. And set it to no, not required. Click OK. Yeah, allow it to save. Yeah, now I guess we are good. Now we can just hand over to where we can hand over to continue configuring our site, our flow. Don't know, don't know, it's not taking it in yet. Let's now see. Head over, back. Okay, let me just remove the session and maybe add it again. Now land our new step here, create item. Sorry for that. Create item. Now SharePoint. Our SharePoint list name. Beside list name. Check in. Submission time. Let me go with the date. Maybe I can just use the timestamp when it was triggered. Our employee name, user's name, user email, temperature. Okay. Now let's come in. Let's just add the inputs again. Okay, I was adding the text for the select activity. Select an option. Can make it a drop down list so that you can when the employee can select from it. The other one is check out. Yeah. The other land is for the temperature. Temperature will take a number. Let's come here and let's name it temperatures. Can make sure the field is optional. Then after that, now you can come here to we can add our temperature. Now you can go with you can see it has the option has come here for temperature. Pick it, our location, just go with your country and region. Our activity value now to select. Now I'll not go with the ones. I'll just go select custom. Now I'll go to our dynamic content here. Select activity. Now because I want the temperatures to, because it is optional, I want it. I'll land an option for if the temperatures is empty. So I'll add a condition. Come here to my expression, empty. If my temperature is empty, they should continue. Add a new step. Now send email. Send email so to verify the process, the activity the employer has done. For us, we'll go with the B2 for Outlook. Now for who are we sending email to? Now you can specify the people you want to send the email to. If you want to specify suggested people, you can just have it there. But let's just take it from the form field. That is the employee email. Subject, the activity value. Or you can use the if not activity value. Let's check if there is another option for the selected activity by the selected activity by the employee. You can go with that instead of the activity value. The selected value confirmation. You can set it confirmation email. In the body, you can say hello, the name. Now you can take the name from the dynamic content. The username of the username. Okay, let's see. I can just use the username. Here it is. Yeah, you can specify our message. This is to confirm your activity. Yeah, now I guess you are done, but now the one more thing you should set your email to, you can set the importance to normal, low or high, so that you can make sure it does not edit to your spam messages or junk. Let's go to high. Now I guess we can save our flow. Now here I'll just let's wait for it to save, and now I can come here and test our flow. I'll just paste it manually because I don't have any details yet. You can see it will open the site to sign into my can see, okay, another thing you can see, because I selected to take my country and region, the flow is asking me to allow to take my location. So I just allow, then you can see it has signed in to my SharePoint and it has gained access to my SharePoint and Outlook. Now the activity I need to select, let's check in temperature. Maybe I can have it at 18. No. Okay. Let's see that. So at the 41, then now I can learn our flow. Because now let's see our flow running. It is done. Now if you can come back here if you want, yeah, my flow. You can see there is an error somewhere. So I need to go and back and check where the error is. We are unable to process the template expression for action coordination at line 0 so my error is here. So I need to set my input well. So I need to set my code. Let me go to edit my mail. Come here, if the temperature is empty, oh, it is true, then I can continue. I'd save it. I can save it. Let's save it. Let's wait and see now if it will run. Okay, now let's try and run it. You can try and run it with the result. Can run it maybe and see if now it will run. Yeah, it has failed again. Let's see what the error is. Oh, I never specified the temperatures to be the number we got. Okay, one thing is, okay, I never specified for the temperatures to be, it should be a string. Let's edit. Can you come here and end it, please? Take it from dynamic content temperature. Let's see now if it, let's save it. Once it is saved, you can run it. Yeah, the first and the second are failed. No, not again. It has failed again. Okay, let's go and see what our error is. Unable to the template location for the empty is ready the parameter to be an object, an array, or a string. Okay, edit our step again. You can just edit and edit again and maybe select, change the options there. It's loaded. It's loaded. Let it load. Edit. Why? This case is becoming unresponsive. Let's just wait. Okay, now we can check the option. Let's remove this condition first. You can remove it and then save our flow and see if it's gonna run. Let's save it. Test flow with the last test. Our flow now is running. Yeah, you can see now our flow ran successfully. Okay, maybe now I can open my email and check if there is an email that has come in. Let's wait for the Outlook to open. Okay, any question for up to there? Does anyone answer the question? How to create one? Yeah. Okay, on my phone I already received an email on my side. Okay, on my side I can see I have just received an email on my phone. Now let's wait and see if I'll have see it will come in to my desktop also and see the content of it. Let's give it time to reload the messages. Because my network is down. So we can just give it some time. Yeah, you can see now here's my check-in confirmation email. Let's check the content. And you can see it has an exclamation mark because I had already specified the importance to high. That's why it has the exclamation mark to identify the importance of it. So let's open it. You can see, yeah, and that's, I guess, one of them. So hello.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. So I guess that is that. You can see my email got into my mail. So tell me it is confirming my check-in activity. So I guess that is that. Maybe if anyone has a question to ask. Does anyone have a question? Okay, if not, then I guess we can end up. We can stop today. You can see like so doing in our time. Yeah, maybe if Marco, you had something to add on.
Nothing more. Thank you for the presentation. I think it was a nice presentation with enough time, I would say, 1 hour, something like that. And yeah, hope to see more presentations of these kinds in the future from you.
Yeah, will be okay for the same, for those who are maybe in Kenya, maybe would like to join us. We have a power platform, Mr. Group Kenya, that we use to communicate for some of our activities and meetups. So you'll be hearing from us soon. Yeah, you'll be having some activities going on. Yeah, we'll be sending out communications. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so I guess you can stop it there and you can call it a day.
Yeah, I think we can call
Yeah,
it
bye
a session.
everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. So everyone can leave at their own pleasure. If you have a question, you can still ask. I'm still here.